Good afternoon, everyone. If we're following historical cycles, we are set for massive cooling. It seems the ending stocks are being rotated into the output to mask what's happening with the crop losses on our planet. Alberta declaring state of agricultural disasters, and you'll wonder why. Kansas hard red winter wheat's up 119% or doubling, and a look at some beautiful Aurora sent in by a viewer. TrueLeafMarket.com, heirloom and organic seeds for any grow zone on the planet, as well as links to mini Ice Age Conversation podcast, discussing these same issues in 30-minute segments you can take on the go, as well as the links to tonight's images and stories, all in the description box below. Grabbing another image here from an open letter to the world on climate change, Ronald Davison's new paper, soon to be released. If you're looking for the link, it's not out yet, but I'm giving you a sneak peek here with another image included in the report. If you notice those red spikes, those are heat spikes through history going back 7,500 years. Now notice the similarity of the rapid rise in temperatures, and after the peak, the rapid drop off. I'm firmly convinced we have passed that peak and we are heading into a steep drop off in temperature globally. This matches up with all the forecasts of the grand solar minimum. But when you look at these gargantuan spikes, of which we are in one now, those are not recurring on a 400-year pattern. Those are recurring on 800 years, 2,000 years, 3,600 years, and possibly 7,000-year intervals. Now, I've been talking about the crop losses through my channel for years now. And here we are. This is the newest October 2018 USDA grain report. Now I've highlighted in right there in the orange box the ending stocks. Now that's how much is left over on our planet after the harvests were and what the consumption was through the year globally. Now what I've noticed is that is a 77 million ton drop from 2016 and 17. Yet the output remains nearly the same. So in my own opinion, they're pulling from the ending stocks, which are seeing these massive drops, and pushing it into the output to mask what's happening on our planet. Why is there so much drawdown on the stocks? If global harvests are great as reported in the corporate media, then why is so much being taken out of reserves? Now that's for coarse grains. That includes millet, sorghum, oats, rye, these types of agricultural commodities. But I want to bring you over here to the total grains for the world. The exact same thing is happening. Down 65 million tons, that's 10% of the global ending stocks. Well, what you see is the output declines are just a fraction of what the ending stock declines are. And the shocker is, with all these weather anomalies going on and drought after drought and floods and record cold and snows on crops, case in point, the drought monitor, we know what's happening with the 80% loss on hard red winter wheat through Kansas, Oklahoma, early snows, record cold, and then we have these ag options if you're trading futures. Soft red winter wheat up 51%. Soybean meal, that has all to do with the China fiasco. Hogs, of course, they cost more to feed. Hard red winter wheat out of Kansas City. Why is that price doubled? If that's truly the production levels that you just saw, we shouldn't be getting doubling grain prices out in the futures market. Then add into this, you know what, we saw these massive losses up in Canada so far, at least $3 billion worth. That's at the minimum. That was 2 weeks ago when they were trying to assess that. We haven't had any new numbers coming out, but Alberta now declares a state of agricultural disaster, talking about federal government funds to try to help the farmers out here. Global beer supply, prices up due to extreme drought and heat. Doesn't really make sense what's going on. If you start to add everything up, with all these losses going on, yet the USDA is showing us these happy figures in the drawdown stocks. I don't know, there's something that's just not making sense with all of this. And I've linked everything below in case you want to do your own research and try to come up with some numbers. This was sent to me, Aurora Image, Dragonfly Creek at the Parks Highway. This is up in Alaska near the entrance to Denali National Park looking north. September 29, 3 a.m. Note the Big Dipper in the center of the image. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. I'm just really starting to see a lot of swapping numbers here to mask the true state of agriculture on our planet.